Hello everyone, welcome to the bench. This is a bench update as to what Dave's been up to so far in the month of March. So, without further ado, let's start off with the digger. Now, as we all know, Numpty Chops here made a mistake. Yes, not only did he make a mistake, but he made a mistake live on the build because he put the axles on upside down. Yes. Do I feel a plum? Yeah, I do. I feel a right jump, but with a little bit of care and taking me time, I've removed and reattached both axles. They are now in the right orientation. Yeah, I can laugh about it now, but I did have a yeah. Did I have a... No, I didn't have a wibble. I think I had a silent strop. Yeah, and I called myself all the names under the sun that I can possibly never repeat. So, where are we? We've still got these two to go in here. And then the mistake has been rectified. And I'm at a point where I can start moving forward again. As for the build so far, I've thoroughly enjoyed it and it's coming together, apart from my little mistake. It's coming together really nicely. Just hope there's going to be no more mistakes as we go through the build. Yes, read the instructions carefully, David. So that's the digger. Then we move on to a tiny Typhoon, a teeny tiny Typhoon. This is, oddly enough, another Typhoon that I'm doing for M4H. Malcolm asked me to do this one. Where are we? We've done the vast majority of the build. The payload has still got to go on, but I thought, as there's very little that can be knocked off at the moment, I thought I would do the paintwork first and then put the payload on afterwards. So I've got to dig out my RAF Hataka paint set. I can't remember where I put it, but I'll find it. And yeah, we're going to do this with an airy stick. Yeah, because if I get my airbrush out, it'll blast off and I'll never find it again. So yeah, we're going to do hairy stick job. Yeah, there might be one or two donations going to the swear box, because I've had a look at the decal sheets. For a teeny tiny Typhoon, there are an awful lot of teeny tiny decals that have got to go on this aircraft. Yeah, could be a bit of a swear fest. So well, that's where we are on that one. So moving on to the 48 scale Tamiya Churchill. Now we have finished the construction side of it, and it was to be fair, it was a lovely little kit to put together. So if you are suffering with your mojo, have a look at one of these. The part count for this is quite low, but it drops together. It really does go together really well and really quickly. So this is where we are at the moment. I need to start getting this one into primer and then start getting the base coat on and do some weathering and chipping and generally make it look like it has been through one or two battles on the battlefield. So that's where we are with that one. Snazz Wagon. No further forward with this. Yep, the red and green still ran the wrong way because I know it annoys the living daylights out of Panzer. So yeah, but it's Orc, so I can get away with it. So yeah, no further forward on that. But I have been working on the AWP that goes at the rear of the Snazz Wagon with a rather large machine gun. I've done some paintwork on his upper body. Now I've done this with a zenithal highlight and then gone over it with really thin paint. It's somewhere between a filter and a wash, to be fair, and I've used a little bit of clear blue on his shoulder to try and sort of suggest that these marks are some form of tribal or clan type tattoo. Kind of looking for that, you know, that Indian ink blue is what I'm trying to find, and to be fair, it looks alright, and I'm quite happy with how the upper body's come out. So we got to do his trousers, we got to do his teeth and round his lips, and I'm gonna try and give him red eyes, so it looks like he's had a night on the tiles and then he's had to get up early. So that's where we are on the AWP. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. I'm quite happy with it. It's, yeah, we're getting. I fired up the 3D printer because, oddly enough, I've started to do a shiny. Yeah, I'm having a go at doing a car kit, and I'm starting off with the Revell McLaren 570S, and I've put some, not all of, but some of the engine together, and I've sprayed over some Tamiya aluminium, and I can't remember what colour I did that. Metallic grey, I think that is, just to give it a little bit of a tonal difference. You need to make it look like it's slightly dirty, so it's had 1 or 2 laps round Silverstone or Brands Hatch on a club day thing. So that's where we are on that. However, I have printed off some hoops, some rims and some tyres. Now admittedly I just printed these off. I didn't measure them up. I just wanted to see how they come out. And they've come out really well. Alright, this lot are a little bit too small because I'm going to use them to replace these. So as you can see, yeah, bit small, but as a test run to see how they come out, and are my printer settings right for printing off these wheels, are pretty spot on. I'm really happy with how that's come out. I will keep these. I'm not going to bin them. I'm going to keep them because there will be a point where I will do a car and the wheels will be about right so that I can use these. So that's the rim, and it is really nice. I do like that. The hoop, well, the hoop really kind of says it all itself. And the tyre, nice low profile tyre. Look at that, there's hardly anything there, but as you turn it around, hopefully you can see there's a nice bit of tyre tread detail. So we need to make these a little bit bigger, so I can do those another time. But as I said, as a test run, really pleased with how they've come out. The settings that I've gone for, is it I'm printing a layer level of 0.03, or is it 0.003? I can't remember, but really nice. The hoops and the rims took slightly under 2 hours to do, and the tyres were just over 2 hours. So yeah, I'm chuffed as punch to that. With that, I'm really happy. So yes, we will do others on there. So now, talking of shinies, and the fact that I went and purchased the ultimate polishing system. Now, bearing in mind this car was built and sprayed, I think sometime after 2011, when I got my spray booth, because if I remember rightly, I had a long service reward and I got some points to spend at Amazon, and I bought an airbrush and I bought the spray booth. So that would have been about 2011, and it's been sat upstairs because, as you can see, it's got quite a bit of dust on it. However, for the purpose of the exercise and to see how I get on with using it, because I've never used it before, I've only ever used the Tamiya polishing compound. As you can see, it has started coming up really nice. I am really pleased with this because it has come up really well. And this is just with the compound. There's two other compounds to use yet, the polish and wax, and then there's the shine. So and I think I'm probably going to leave it as it is, because I'm really happy with the shine on the roof and the ground. Try again. Maybe need to do a little bit more work on the bonnet and the wings, but for a few hours last night that has come up really nice. I am super pleased with that. If you haven't got this, and definitely think about getting it if you want to do some shinies, or shiny paintwork, because it really does work. I find that the compound is not as aggressive as the Tamiya course. The Tamiya course is, you will quickly go through the paintwork if you're not careful, but from what I've used of the compound from UMP polishing system, it's a lot better. And if you just go slowly and carefully, you'll be fine. So that's what we've done on the purple Porsche, the purple Pebble. What I've done, where I've put the the engine cover, excuse me, I've no idea. I don't know what I've done with it. So yeah, but for the purpose of testing for how the compound and everything works for the UMP polishing system, I'm really pleased. This has come up a lot better than I thought it would, bearing in mind that this is a paint job that I did God knows how many years ago, and it was the zero paints, crazy purple with zero paints, pre-mixed clear, and I don't think I put the clear down very well, but as you can see, it has been restored really nicely. So all I've got to do is find the bit to go on the back, and then actually it will make up a very nice model to put back on display. The windscreen wipers I've taken off because they're just getting in the way, and I need to go around and get rid of these bits of compound that got stuck in the panel line. But, and I know I'm doing the arse about face, because you should really do this before you put any of the bits and pieces in and that. So yeah, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but from what it was roughly. So if you look in here, it was all dusty and dirty and yeah, not very nice, and it's now gone to an acceptable showroom shine, I think is a very good way of putting it. So that's that. Oh yes, now while I think about it, because I've just seen them out the corner of my eye, these are the part of the exhaust system that's going on the McLaren, and where I've got the white filler is like a Grand Canyon of a void on both. Now the reason why I've filled these in is I'm not sure, once it all goes together, I'm not sure if you're going to see this. Hopefully you're not going to see it, but Sod's Law says that if I don't do anything about it, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb and think, I should have done that, and I can't do anything about it now. So I'm probably doing something that I don't need to do, but Sod's Law says if I don't do something, you will see the Grand Canyon of a gap in the exhaust. But if I do this and you don't see it, then fine, fair enough. But you know, it's always, yeah. So we need to do a little bit more filler work, and then we do need to do some cleaning up because it's shrunk a little bit, which is fine. I'm not too worried. Otherwise, the McLaren kit is a nice little kit, to be fair. I'm enjoying that. Talking of TIFF, or TIFFs, we've had the teeny tiny Typhoon. I have done some more work on the 1/24 Airfix World War II Typhoon. The fuselage halves have finally got on. Yeah. You need about 3 pairs of hands to do that, but yeah, we've moved on. I've posted some photos up on M4H forum. So yeah, I think, to be fair, I made a purchase. I have bought the, hang on, let me get it. Don't know if this is going to fit in. Oh no. There you go. I bought the Mercedes GT3 from Tamiya, and I've got to say, it is a nice little kit. Not going to do it as the colours from the kit. I'm going to buy a third party decal set and some rather very bright yellow, and we're going to go there. So I don't know when I'm going to start it. It will be a little while, but yeah, that's where I'm at on that one. Other purchases, I bought some more Tamiya paints. Got some more coming tomorrow, and I think that's pretty much it for so far for this update. I should try and do another one towards the end of the month, so hopefully hopefully, he says, the Churchill should have some paint on it. The teeny tiny Typhoon should be finished. Yeah, okay, dream on. We'll see how we get on. So all I'm going to do is say thank you very much for watching. As always, stay safe, stay well, enjoy your model making, and I will see you in the next one.